Hi, and welcome to Australia's first Global Interdependence Day with Melbourne University. My name is Danusha Workone.
And my name is Sarah Hunt. Join us today as we meet leading politicians, global thinkers and academics and discuss what global interdependence means for the future today.
I think interdependence can be a solution for global change today, simply because it promotes an idea of people coming together and engaging in dialogue. I think sometimes we underestimate the power of dialogue. If dialogue is structured in a way where there is it's proactive and where there is actual listening going on and people respect the exchange of ideas, they don't necessarily have to agree with each other. What a boring world would it be if everyone thought alike? Diversity of thought is a very important aspect in humanity, but we need to learn to understand that and respect that. Now, if we can do that, and we have that initial reciprocal respect for each other, then I think there are positive moves forward.
Interdependence is a key solution and is in fact, I guess, a prerequisite for the solutions to the problems that we are facing in the world. There's certainly a great amount of interdependence within our society already, and fostering that and viewing it as a positive thing and viewing it as an opportunity to work together towards solutions is the only real way to develop sustainable solutions that do include the entire society and thus do present real solutions to our problems. So,
interdependence as a solution to the challenges we're facing globally relies on people recognising that interdependence, because the interdependence already exists. So to think of it as a solution is to think of people recognising the importance of interdependence. If we look to the flow on of the financial crash from the US, for example, we're clearly economically interdependent. We're interdependent in terms of food. There's many nations that cannot feed itself based on the agriculture they have. We're interdependent in so many aspects of our daily lives. Just look at the spread of disease and the containment of infectious disease. So we are interdependent. It's recognition of that which would be a solution to many of the global problems we have.
I guess from an Indigenous perspective, the ways in which the independence movement can enhance the participation for Indigenous peoples globally would be to see how the movement can challenge the existing governance and structures and systems in democratic societies and non-democratic societies to include the Indigenous perspectives and voice, so that we don't feel like we're marginalised too much or feel like that we're aliens even within our own lands.
I think the way that global dynamics are moving, interdependence is an increasingly evident dynamic in the world we live in. More and more countries, individuals, non-state actors are dependent on the way in which others operate. More and more we need to think about the way in which our actions will affect others and the way in which others' actions will affect us. We see this in a wide range of fields, be it economic, security, political, climate change. What it means is that we need to be more deeply engaged in global forums and with other countries to make sure that we craft a world which is better engaged, better networked, and where we can take advantage of global interdependence.
To me, interdependence is important in a sense that I don't think we can do without it. So it's something which is there. It's something which we just have to keep improving. So trying to fight interdependence is taking us nowhere. So it's something which is already there. We cannot stay on our own. So we've gone beyond independence, and every nation, every individual needs somebody else, needs other countries need other countries, continents need other continents, individuals need other individuals. We just have to learn to appreciate others and learn to appreciate the new things that others teach us, and be able always also to give to other people when we meet them. So the fact that we are free citizens, we are free to go anywhere and give what we can and get what we can, then we can interdependence can be something which is actually lovely and enjoyable.
We were just discussing earlier how interdependence, obviously between countries, is as important as interdependence within a country.
The advantage of having this and the multicultural environment is the fact that interdependence often resorts to giving a means to an end. So everyone has a perspective which is different, and everyone has resources which are different, but with different perspectives and different resources, not everyone can supply themselves with their resources. So this mesh is what University of Melbourne can promote through interdependence and its educations.
In my particular field, which is music, global interdependence is very significant in the way music works with that. The cross cultures of music, for example, integrating Eastern and Western music, that brings people together. It gives them a common cause.
What we see today in this conference celebrate the Global Interdependence Day, and we see also from the diplomatic point of view a broad show of interest from the youth and middle youth as well on what is coming up in the common world, in today's world, which is globalization as is our home already. We are no longer provincials, we are no longer country, we are really global, and it is very important that this sort of conference help highlight the need to embrace that as the basis for future development, personal and community-based.
At the end of the day, it's these creative ideas articulated by young people like yourselves which will really make a difference. The energy in this room is really the energy that we need to transform the world. Mahatma Gandhi, probably the greatest Indian who ever lived, one of the greatest men of our century, if not a millennium, said, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." And that really is the message. That if we want the world to be more peaceful, if we want the world to become the kind of place that we want it to be, you have to begin with yourselves and transmit that energy to others.
An organisation like the United Nations, where we try to achieve these results, can only work, can only have effect if we, the member states, press it. It's the member states who have to take initiatives, who have to get measures adopted. We have to work at doing this. The United Nations was created all those years ago after two unparalleled catastrophes and barbarism, 2 world wars within 20 years of each other. That's reason enough for us to continue to look at how we can continue to stop that sort of catastrophe occurring again. It's worthwhile, and the effort that you put into it, like you've done today, is something really worth pursuing. Thank you very much.
We created a digest of your ideas about interdependence, and I sent them to New York, and they were thrilled with them. So much so that the events taking place around the world were already picking up the ideas that you shared with us online about the meaning of interdependence. There was sheer poetry in them, there was insight, it was just wonderful. So thank you for that. But thank you now for the messages that you've given us this afternoon, because we're sending these out into the world. I go to New York, and we're setting a motion. We've got a movement underway now, we're all part of it. So we will keep in touch with you. We'll work very hard to see you as a network, which we're growing. We'll feed you ideas and suggestions for further networking and collaboration, so that this is just the beginning of something. So I thank you all very much for